Well, hello there. It is your friend Cesar Espino, and I just want to say happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a great day today. I was thinking about something, and I wanted to share this with you. I've been reflecting on a couple of different things the last couple of days. Today, I kind of woke up a little bit under the weather. Nevertheless, I wanted to share some stuff with you, and it's related to my life and a lot of things that people may not know, right? And so when you look at where I am right now, a lot of people might say, well, you probably were born to a pretty okay family, probably born and raised in Los Angeles, and always had the ability to enjoy life and have all of that that any kid will have nowadays, right? And the funny part is that that's not the case, right? I actually was not blessed in being born into a not even a middle class family, right? I mean, I was actually born into a very poor family. As a matter of fact, to just one parent, and I was born in Mexico City. And the biggest thing that I can remember from that, and I reflected on that the last couple of days, is that as a kid, I didn't have anything. I didn't have the luxury, the ability to really enjoy my childhood as many kids would do, right? And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, because I think that based on the things that I went through as a kid have made me who I am now, right? And a lot of times, you are a product of what was your past, whether it's a good or bad. You're product of that, and you got to be able to take what was in your past, that lesson, whatever you're being thought at that moment, is take that lesson and then make the best out of it, right? And so for me, again, I was only born to one parent, and I was living in this very small house, made out of plywood, and there was no floors, there was no electricity, really no real running water inside the house. We had to go outside, and when I'm talking about a house, it's really just one room, again, made out of plywood and metal, and it was probably between 200 and 250 square feet. Now you can imagine that it was very small, and there was a total of 4 of us living there: my mom, my grandma, my older brother, myself. The 4 of us living in that little house, room, whatever you want to call it, except that was our house, right? And so that was the I guess the fulfilling part of that. It wasn't even our land; we were actually renting from somebody else. And so when I look at that, and I look at where I am now, it's like, wow, I'm so blessed, I'm so happy. I had to go through all these different shifts in life to be able to get to where I am now, and more so why I tend to appreciate what we have now and appreciate the moment, right? And growing up was very difficult, because not only did I live in a very small room, right, with only one parent, never knowing who's my father. On top of that, I actually had to start working at an early age. And so that kind of goes back to what I was telling you. I never had that childhood that many people had. I never had the ability to go out and play and enjoy my time. As a matter of fact, if I was out playing, I remember my grandma would pull me in to get back to work, because that's what we had to do to survive, right? We had to actually go out and work. And so there was days that we had the Mexican special, okay? Now, for those of you that love food, you need to know what is the Mexican special. At least my Mexican special back then was a tortilla with a grain of salt, okay? I'm gonna say that again. Sometimes all we had was what I consider to be the Mexican special. And by the way, I still enjoy this moment because it actually tastes so freaking good. Is a single tortilla with just a grain of salt, right? That's all we had. We didn't have anything else, And so, I mean, we didn't even have money for beans or for rice, for crying out loud. It was really that. And so, going through those challenges wasn't easy. And as I continue to grow in my life, I realized that there are so many different opportunities that we come across, and we got to be able to know how to take those opportunities and I've done both. I've taken the good opportunities, I've taken the bad opportunities. I've felt so many different times. I've literally gone to the ground so many different times, yet I've learned. And again, every mistake or every challenge that I've went through, I've learned from that, whether it was good or bad, right? And so, and now, I'm here living in this wonderful country, being able to relay my message to you. And one thing that I want to do is really to empower you, to inspire you, and to tell you that regardless of what you're going through, you can really overcome anything you want. It's all up to you. It's all about the changes you want to be able to make, right? I talk about my experience of where I came from, because a lot of people have come from that and they have not been able to get out of their head and into the real life by understanding that you are not to take that what you're born to as your only solution. You cannot accept that for what that is, right? You have the ability to choose. You have the ability to make that change, right? It is really up to you though to make that change. And so again, my story is more so to really help you and inspire you that there are so many different things that we're going through on a day-to-day basis, that regardless of what that means, you can still come out of it. Again, by the way, you don't have to be born in Mexico. You don't have to be born into a poor family. Maybe you're going through a different challenge. The different challenge could be that you just lost your job, right? All along you had all this great job, you had a good life, and now you find yourself without a job and don't know how you're gonna make your payments for your mortgage or for your car or whatever the case may be. Or it could be that you just got very sick and ill. At the end of the day, whatever it is that you're going through, you have the ability, all right, to come out of that and move forward. One of the biggest things that we have as people, and we take that for granted, is we have something that is so freaking powerful, beyond anything, very powerful, and it's gonna cost us absolutely $0. Yet we take that for granted, and that is our mind. Why? Because in here, ideas are created. In here, we have the solutions to many of our challenges. Anything that we think about, anything that we do, anything that we touch, at one point it came out of somebody else's idea that has made a difference in people's lives. With that said, we can overcome even on the difficult challenges, and you gotta stay focused. You gotta stay, and stay focused and stay true to yourself of what is your intention. What do you want to be able to do? What do you want to be able to accomplish to make sure that you don't give up, because it's gonna get tough. For me, throughout my life, I went, it's just like one time after another time after another time, I went through so many different challenges that I would keep getting knocked down from one thing to another, and I would get up and do it again, and I would get up and do it again. I'm not proud to say any of this stuff, by the way. There's so many different things that I've gone through and I've endured, yet that's what made me be that person. That's the reason why I decided to write this book. You can overcome anything, even when the world says no. This book right here has a lot of those life lessons, and again, this is not about my story. It's merely a vehicle for you to look at some of the things that could happen to anyone, and how do you go about overcoming that, right? You guys got to pick up this book. It is obviously something that's gonna help you out a lot, and I would love for you to have this. As a matter of fact, if you get this book, send me a message. I will actually, for the first 10 people, I'm gonna give this second book for free. Now, this book is awesome. This is a total of 10 different authors. I was one of them. You see me right here. I co-authored on this book. And the lessons are here. It's awesome. If you're looking for prosperity, if you're looking for relationships, if you're looking for a business, there's so many different things you can learn from this book. So for the first 10 people that hit me up, you get this book, I will give you the other book for free. And on top of that, I'm also going to throw something else for you, which is going to be a vacation. Because I also believe that you have to reward yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You have to make sure that you're enjoying your life at the end of the day. So again, guys, my whole mission and purpose now is to really help as many people as I can, empower as many people as I can through my book, through the things that I'm doing. And so if there's anything that I can do, please do not hesitate to send me a message. I would love to get in contact with you and help you out. So again, for the first 10 people that get this book, I will throw the other book for free. And on top of that, guys, go to Amazon. There's so many different things that people are saying about the book, because people are really enjoying the stories. They're really enjoying the things that they're learning. It is a life-changing, and so you need to get that book. Talk to you soon, and have a wonderful day. Bye.